this time in a mid-season showdown. So it's interesting. I think Dane also played Grant Weldon earlier and beat him just like he did at Fort Wayne Regionals. So we have repeating storyline here happening. That run from Dane.
So we're heading into team preview now, and it looks like, as we know from Dane's previously, he's bringing Tapu Lele, Garchomp, Vikavolt, Snorlax, Arcanine, and Tapu Fini, and Justin Crubaugh, which we haven't quite seen on stream yet.
We haven't seen on stream. This is his first time on stream.
So we're seeing Braviary, Garchomp, Snorlax, Arcanine, Tapu Fini, and Kartana.
So remember that Arcanine Kartana Tapu Fini core?
Yeah, so we're seeing that again right now. It's actually a pretty common core for most players today. And probably a common core that'll stick around for 2017.
It has very few like direct weaknesses. I think not Garchomp, but Gengar, like a special Gengar set sometimes beats it, and it's just really hard to directly beat.
I mean, we saw Vikavolt do some pretty good damage last round against another Kartana core.
Yeah, Vikavolt is definitely a good thing that will be against it. The question is, does that Braviary have enough damage output to outkill the Vikavolt?
I don't know. I kind of think that Braviary is going to take a pretty similar role to what we've seen in Mandibuzz.
I think it's gonna do it, but a lot more passive aggressively.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be very aggressive in your face, set up Tailwind, and just Brave Bird, like the Brave Bird it is.
Right. So it looks like Justin Crubaugh just barely managed to skate by in team preview there. So let's see, how his thought process was and what he picked for this first match against Dane.
And you know what? Still haven't seen a default trainer.
I still have not seen a default trainer, so good job to all these players. Alright, so it looks like Justin is going for the Tapu Fini Braviary start, and Dane is going to start out with that Vikavolt and Tapu Lele.
So that Braviary Tapu Fini start is very reminiscent of that Tapu Fini... what was it, Mandibuzz start?
Yeah, Tapu Fini Mandibuzz start. It looks like Tapu Fini is slower than the Tapu Lele, which means that its terrain change is going to stick.
And that'll keep the Psychic Terrain off the field and reduce the output from Psychic from Tapu Lele.
Yeah, but it's smart that Dane brought that Vikavolt, as I think it's going to do a lot of damage here, especially against two Pokemon that are pretty weak to Electric Web.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if he uses Electro Web again. I think that would be his strongest play, and it looks like Dane is targeting down the Braviary, which is going for a Tailwind. Yep. I think he's targeting it down with Electro Web also, and just wants to get it off the field so it can't use Brave Bird against that Vikavolt.
Yeah, but that Muddy Water is going to connect on both Pokemon, doing about half damage to Tapu Lele and about a quarter damage to Vikavolt.
So, we just saw something that's quite rare there, a double accuracy drop from Muddy Water.
Yeah.
So, we'll be seeing maybe some misses in the near future from these Pokemon.
Yeah, I hope so. That would be interesting.
And Braviary goes down with Electro Web, and Tapu Fini is now effectively at +1 speed, so it should still be outsped by the Tapu Lele.
Yeah. And you see Justin Crubaugh here coming out with Arcanine. That Arcanine is going to get Intimidate off on both the Vikavolt and the Tapu Lele. Not really super useful, but...
No, but I did overlook Arcanine in team preview, and I realized now that Arcanine is a good way to deal with that Vikavolt. So
definitely a good way, and so I think that's why Justin Crubaugh may have brought out that Vikavolt, the Arcanine there to counteract that Vikavolt.
Yeah, definitely. I think Tapu Lele is going to stay in here. It doesn't really have anything to fear. It could switch out for the terrain, but I don't know if there's anything on Dane's team aside from that Snorlax that really wants to take a Muddy Water.
Yeah.
Oh, so no, he's not switching his Snorlax. He's switching his own Arcanine to get that Intimidate down on Justin's Arcanine.
Very interesting. Kind of wonder. We saw a double switch here actually, and into a Garchomp. So now we know what Dane has brought here
Yeah,
to this
he's
match.
revealed all 4 of his Pokemon, and Justin just goes for the Flare Blitz onto the Tapu Lele slot and goes into an Arcanine.
But that Muddy Water is going to connect, and that's going to do a pretty good amount of damage to both Pokemon. Going for a knockout on that Arcanine and doing almost half damage to the Garchomp.
So I think that indicates that Tapu Fini is definitely choice specs.
Oh yeah. That was a lot of damage.
Almost a one-hit KO that Arcanine.
That's a lot of information for Dane, especially going into round 2.
Yeah, these two are really close friends, so I don't know how much the information game will play for them.
Yeah.
So, I think we're going to be learning more than they will be learning throughout this match. We see the Vikavolt come back out, and that Arcanine is now intimidated again, so it might not be able to knock out with Flare Blitz. Might have to see a double up into the Vikavolt.
Yeah, they might have to do that. But it looks like Justin's going for a switch out of the Tapu Fini into Kartana, potentially to get some damage, some extra damage onto that Garchomp.
I don't really understand that play too much for this turn. I don't think Garchomp was threatened by anything.
Oh, that was enough.
Yeah, that was enough.
That was definitely enough, and that Vikavolt is going down.
So, Garchomp is now free to Earthquake unless that Kartana has something to say about it.
You know, I can actually see why Justin may have switched in Kartana in favor of bringing Tapu Fini back, because he knew now that knocking out, potentially with the Arcanine knocking out the Vikavolt, the only thing left that Dane has is that Tapu Lele.
Mm-hmm.
So now we can use Tapu Fini coming back out to remove that Psychic Terrain.
Yeah. So it looks like Justin's going to go for his Z Crystal power on his Kartana.
It's gonna be Bloom Doom.
Bloom Doom. The Meadow of Doom, I guess. Going into the Garchomp, which just failed to protect itself. That should be enough for the knockout.
Power. And yes, it is, Caitlin. That Garchomp is definitely going down this turn.
And we see Kartana get a Beast Boost raise in its attack stat.
And Flare Blitz onto the Tapu Lele will be barely enough. A Tapu Lele hangs on by maybe like 1 or 2 HP.
Yeah, and we see Tapu Lele going with the Hidden Power Fire into the Kartana.
That card, yeah, that was a lot of damage.
But now Dane has a Tapu Lele locked into Hidden Power Fire against 2 Pokemon that resist Fire type.
Yep, that's not a great spot to be in there.
So I think this is the signaling the late stage end of the game where one of our players may click forfeit or may just valiantly ride into the night with this Hidden Power Fire Tapu Lele.
Well, you know, if Dane hasn't seen Justin at all, he might actually want to, even though being in the losing position, see if he can get a little bit more information here from Justin's team.
Yeah. I'm not sure Justin would reveal any more information.
He did reveal extreme speed. Just going for that, like, very, very sure fire knockout there.
Yes.
So that's round 1 going to Justin. We'll see how Dane kind of answers.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Dane answers. I'm sort of half expecting a Snorlax to come out from Dane's side.
Yep.
I think that's a very safe option with Curse.
And also just being so bulky.
Yeah, it definitely would help out absorbing those special attacks from Tapu Fini, and I'm not sure if Justin has Will-O-Wisp on his Arcanine, but, you know, he has Tapu Fini out, and you can't burn a Pokemon that's grounded in Misty Terrain.
Right.
So, just since if he uses Tapu Fini and Arcanine this game, he'll be playing against himself there, so he'll have to be very careful not to bring out the Misty Terrain before he sends an Arcanine.
Looks like Dane already knows what he's going to do here, too. That team preview was very quick.
Yeah, and I know the viewers at home can't see this, but I've actually had a Snorlax plush right next to me all day. So I've been rooting for the Snorlaxes to come on stream all day. I hope Justin leads Arcanine here. I don't want to see that Braviary come out turn 1 because of that Vikavolt. I think that's too dangerous.
Yeah, I think that Justin was in a little bit of a precarious predicament turn one, especially when Dane had that Vikavolt and Justin had two Pokemon that were very weak to Vikavolt.
Yeah. So we're going into the battle now, and I think we'll be seeing this Snorlax coming out. I really want to see the Snorlax. I love how it jiggles when it comes out.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Alright, so looks like, oh, Justin's going for the same leads here, Braviary and Tapu Fini. And Dane's coming out with Tapu Lele and Vikavolt. It's the same matchup as we saw round one.
Yeah, so that's interesting that nothing changed. I'm curious if Pokemon in the back changed.
Yeah, that would be really interesting to see.
I'm also curious if there's something that they know that we don't about this matchup, if they've played it quite a bit. So, maybe Snorlax isn't the best. I'm not sure. But it looks like if we're seeing the same turn one as last game, we might be seeing that Braviary going down really quickly.
Yeah, or, we might see Braviary getting off a tailwind, too.
Yeah. I would not also be disappointed if we saw Braviary Protect or something, and we saw Tapu Fini just go for a Calm Mind.
Yeah. But looks like Tapu Lele is going to do Psychic onto the Tapu Fini. Very interesting choice. But that will lower that special defense, especially because, we saw Tapu Fini using Calm Mind quite a bit there.
Yeah. So we see Tapu Fini going for the Muddy Water, and that'll hit both Pokemon. So if that gets an accuracy drop in the Vikavolt, it does not.
Nope, but Electric Web is going to go off, and that Tapu Fini is going to hang on there.
Yeah, that special defense drop really hurt it. It allowed it to take that much damage from Electro Web. But an interesting thing that happened here, Braviary has Defiant.
Yeah, so
and
we
he
saw
just lowered the speed. So his attack went up 2 stages. So he just empowered Braviary to Brave Bird onto things.
Yep. We'll see if he uses Brave Bird, though. I'm not sure whether Justin is going to, prioritize here going on the offensive or really trying to put out that Tailwind.
Well, yeah, he has the Tailwind up now. He's just protecting. Yeah. I think he wants to keep it from Tapu Lele and maybe get some damage off with Tapu Fini first.
Yeah, potentially knocking out a Pokemon. I don't know if it's going to do it on Tapu Lele. It will not.
No, but it just dropped the accuracy.
Electro Web will connect with the Tapu Fini, and that's going to definitely knock it out.
Yes. 5 HP
yeah.
with a critical hit.
But
just
smart
gravy
move.
on top.
Yeah, but smart move on Justin's part to protect that Braviary, especially kind of predicting that the Vikavolt is going to go with for another Electric Web.
Yes.
And so now Justin's bringing out Kartana.
Yeah, so Kartana's in Tailwind right now, so it'll be faster than that Tapu Lele. So it's pretty safely going to be able to knock out that Tapu Lele. And I can see where Justin was going with this. He was trying to get it set up so he can knock out both Pokemon at once.
Yep. Looks like we're going to have a double knockout here. Maybe the Kartana connecting to that Tapu Lele and maybe potentially seeing a Brave Bird onto the Vikavolt.
Yeah, Brave Bird or return or something like that.
Oh, looks like, Dane is going to switch out in favor of Arcanine, maybe getting an Intimidate off on the Braviary and Kartana, potentially lowering the amount of damage those Pokemon do.
Well, yeah, Braviary gets Defiant.
Yep.
So it gets up to +3 special attack.
Interesting that Dane allowed that to happen. But I could see why, potentially saving the Tapu Pokemon was much more kind of in his favor.
Did you also see that Leaf Blade crit?
Yes.
Yeah.
That Leaf Blade crit
No
did.
scope lens.
No. Oh.
So now we're seeing Dane come out with his Garchomp. And I don't think... Have we seen all the moves from Dane's Arcanine?
I could potentially see a ground EMC here.
Yeah.
And I think we might have seen all of the moves.
Yeah, I think so. So I don't think he has an option for extreme speed onto the Braviary.
Yeah, I don't think so. So that Braviary may connect with another Pokemon, or we could see a switch out here.
Yeah, when Braviary and Mandibuzz were revealed, if you told me that they would be top 50 usage in a format, I would laugh at you.
Right, but looks like Arcanine is going to protect, and we are going to see yup, we're going to see Bloom Doom. This is going to be Justin's Z-Power here, and it will hopefully connect with the Garchomp.
Yeah, I don't see this
like
going into Arcanine.
Yep. Looks like it. It's going to be a full power Z move onto that Garchomp. That will be enough. One-hit knockout with that Kartana. And a critical hit.
Just gravy on top.
Yeah. With that Beast Boost now, Kartana is going to have increased stats. And fortunately, Braviary was not going to be able to do anything to that Arcanine.
So now Braviary is at -1 speed. So I think it's going to be knocked out here. Dane has put himself into a position where he can hidden power fire the Kartana
yep.
and attack the Braviary with Arcanine. So I'm curious how Justin will have an answer to this, if he does at all.
I kind of wonder if we're going to see a switch or a protect. Yeah, we're going to see a switch from the Braviary into the Arcanine. Hopefully, baiting some of that damage that would have gone to the Braviary.
Yeah, so we're seeing Tapu Lele go for the Psychic onto Kartana.
Which is going to do a decent amount of damage, even though it's not very effective. And that Leaf Blade will finish the job on that Tapu Lele, knocking it out. So now Dane only has one Pokemon left.
Yeah, and it's 3-1 right now, and potentially 2-1. But no, he targeted the Arcanine.
Yep.
And there's another crit. This has been full crits, but I don't think any of them have, influenced the game.
No, so many critical hits this game. So, now we also have some information here that Arcanine is slow.
Yeah.
So that Kartana is going to be able to get some damage onto that Arcanine before that Arcanine can answer.
And I think it's +1 right now after Beast Boost.
Yep.
So, a Sacred Sword might just knock it out here. I think this is looking very positive for Justin here. I think he's gonna get his revenge from Fort Wayne Regionals.
We might see a new champ today.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Both these players will be going home with trophies and very good prize packs, so that'll be
lots of championship points.
Yes, lots of championship points towards their 500 championship point goal.
So we're actually seeing here Dane is thinking quite a long time here.
Well, if it's potentially your last turn in the tournament, you want to make sure that you are not making a mistake.
Right, but the Sacred Sword there is going to be enough. And that is it, folks. Justin Crubaugh is going to be our new Fort Wayne Mid-Season Showdown champion, getting his revenge.
Yes, he takes us at 2-0, and he will be your champion. So we will be right back. I'll come back for an interview with Justin, and then me and Rosemary will be back. And we'll be here to sign off and say a couple last words.